Oh, there it goes. Everybody look up and watch out. It's Keep Up with Stillvinsane and Oslamalo. I'm here with the rest of the Keep Up crew. I'm here with my comrades and cohorts. We've got Neil Francisco. He's DJ El Tribo. He's helped engineer the show. So is John of all trades. Check out his YouTube channel with Sammy and John. And then we got my co-hosts. We have Harry, Pokemon Stoner. We've got Oslamalo. He's always on the credits. He does the artwork. He's our art director. He's working on our new logo. Let's get it done, man. Actually, shout out to Delaney as well. She's the head designer on that. We worked in, like I said, Oscar's art director, and all of us collaborated. We came up with a really good one. If you want a sneak preview on it, you should go check out our new LinkedIn page. That's where most of us have our part-time job. Let's get into some motherfucking shout-outs.
Gotcha, bitch.
It's time for some motherfucking shout-outs.
All right, like I said, It's Sammy and John on Instagram. And if you check them out on Sammy and John on YouTube, which they have just gone over around 130 subscribers.
Wow.
We do a lot of cross collaborations with them. We kind of were competing with them until we got to 100. Then we were just like, fuck it, we're going to do our own thing. But that's cool. No, that's fine. We're not competing with them. I was just joking. We love them. We love them so much, actually. And I'm not even into that kind of content. But to be honest, they do it well. They do it well. The cooking, the going in the outdoors, the hiking. Big fans. How do you feel about their content, guys? I know you guys like them a lot, too.
Yeah, they're quite enjoyable to watch. They have, great chemistry, as good couples do.
Harry, I can see your fucking pores. You're like all the way in the fucking camera.
Am I good?
Hey man, they're killing it. And also what I really enjoy about their channel also is you get to see certain spots that they go to. Like just recently they were upstate right near Plattsburgh, and I've been up there a couple of times, so that's pretty cool. You get to see their location. I'm one of those people that's on Instagram like, let me see where this is at.
Yeah,
and,
for real.
You get to see their adventures, and hey, maybe you want to take a drive and go up there just like them and see the amazing scenery. So it's beautiful. Keep up the great work, guys.
I look forward. Harry and I are more of the concrete jungle, unfortunately, lately. But no, I look at you guys. John and yourself, when you go upstate. And so I'm jealous, man, because that's awesome. I love the outdoors. I don't love living in the outdoors, but I definitely like a break from the city. I definitely love like fresh air. I definitely like catching women, taking baths in the lake. Oh, my bad. Crystal Lake. Oops. Anyway, shout out to Nalunda Sammy Rosenbach. She's awesome. She's from Rhode Island. That is, and her boyfriend, again, she shares him with us. John of all trades. Thundercat John with a K. .ttv. Watch him out on Twitch. Watch us on Twitch. And as a matter of fact, we're going to have a guest soon. We're not going to say his name yet, but we're going to probably book this person soon because we love Twitch and we're going to launch on there. So
It's over 9,000!
What the fuck happened?
all right, we have a new VP, and Oscar's going to tell us about it.
Yeah, so we have Kamala Harris. She is
On the Democratic side, sorry, not a new VP. My bad. Go ahead. Sorry.
So we have a new VP, just like Vince said, and she is her name. For people who don't know, it's actually Kamala Harris. She is the first Black woman, and also a lot of people don't know this. She is also of Indian descent. Her mother is from India, and her father is Jamaican. And then this is important. We've talked about diversity in this, but not only is this diversity, but she's the fourth woman in U.S. history to be chosen for a presidential ticket. So this is a big deal, and this is something we always talk about going forward, how this country needs new blood, and not to touch like that. A lot of people, they won't dip so much into politics, but this is what we need. We need women in these offices. And we have another topic of Squad Up that you also covered, Vince.
Yes, I did. And I'm with you, man. I know a lot of people disagree with this, but I would be down with all of Congress, like majority Congress, like 90% be women, 90% of our governors, our leadership, all that stuff. And I know that's radical and stuff like that, but like we went 400 years with like men running shit. Mm-hmm. And not to say that it was totally unsuccessful. It was great. We had a great run. But I'm one of those people, and I'm not saying you guys have to agree, but I'm one of those people. The run that my species has had has resulted in all this privilege. they couldn't catch up in my lifetime anyway. And that's not even a knock on women. That's just society, the way that unfortunately they get treated. And so, yeah, man.
All wars are started by men. Fun fact.
Exactly. And I love to quote Chris Rock. Chris Rock was like, if women ruled the world, there would be no wars. Just a lot of countries not talking to each other.
Wow.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right. So let's get into the rise and fall of Ellen DeGeneres real quick. A lot of people have been snitching on Ellen on the set. I've applied to their show before, so I could have got abused too. That would have been nice. Ellen taking a paddle on me. I would have liked that. Portia de Rossi is really hot, so I would have definitely took that. That would have been a shot. That would have been my shot. But anyway, so
not gonna waste my shot.
Right. A lot of people tried to peg her, no pun intended. A lot of people tried to make her the next Oprah, and she was not. But she was close. She was pretty close. She had a very wholesome show, wholesome vibe. She's got that Cosby-esque to her. She does not curse. She's legendary, actually. She's a very great comedian. She's one of the best of all time, not just female, ever. Just amazing. And in entertainment, her show, she's the first person to come out with her sitcom, and it's in the sitcom. And then on top of that, they canceled her. She's one of the first people to get canceled for that type of shit in the 90s. They tried to dismiss her for being gay, and it didn't work. She came back stronger than ever. She's in her 60s, but she was toxic on set. She let producers freaking abuse each other and shit like that, and it got out of hand. And Howard Stern said, yo, I'm not saying I'm like that, but if you are going to be like that, just own it. That's the only reason why these guys got taken down, and I'm not even saying like this is what the real reason. I agree with Howard Stern, not just because I used to be his intern, but I agree with him because you're right. There are people like that. It sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Like you don't want to work. Not a lot of people want to work with those type of people, but some people do. Some people are like, they know that person's a tyrant, but they get good work. And again, I don't suggest people be like that. I'm not suggesting people go get abused, but that's the real world, man. There's some talented people out there that are hard to work with, and yeah. So Ellen, we'll see what happens. A lot of people saying that she's going to get replaced by Jennifer Aniston or, James Corden, but I don't think so. James Corden actually has the same reputation. The guy the little chubby British guy that's in the car, who knew that he had a big set? supposedly he's abusive to his crew too. So they're just like, no, we don't need another one of those. I'm like, damn. Yeah. So not looking good. Not looking good for the perky blonde people out there. So like Oscar said, squad up. We got Talib. We got Presley. We've got Octavia Cortez. We've got Omar. They all won their primaries, basically. And to get through this quick, they were the DNC's coming up. AOC is their most popular on the DNC ticket. The most popular. Kamala Harris is definitely up there. Cory Booker, a lot of them. But the progressives, just like the Tea Party a few years ago, the progressives now, the radical left, but whatever you want to call them, the kicking ass. And it doesn't matter. The DNC wants to keep their stranglehold. Even Obama did not endorse any one of those four. Bowman is a progressive. But I was shocked. And I'm shocked that she's not getting the recognition she deserves. She's an amazing congresswoman. She represents our district. What do you think about that?
Hey, man, this is something else that we just talked about. 3 women of color all together again. Four, yes. And, this is incredible. It's a new day and age, and I'm looking forward to seeing what comes up of this. Hopefully we can get some change. Like Harry said, we've had men in charge. It's time to give the women a chance and see what they can do,
Exactly. Fuck it up just like us.
Yeah, we're following like a rule book that's over like 300 years old.
You're right. Thank you. You're right. I know.
We need a new constitution. Like, America was technically like a revamp of whatever British was doing. And now, we got to do some shit. Why are we taking advice from 300 years ago?
I agree.
The Second Amendment was written when they had muskets where it took like a minute and a half to reload.
Uh-oh. So we're bringing that, right? We had the NRA last episode. Now they're going to come back after us. They're going to
I don't care. I don't care. Fuck that.
Right? So, squad up. We're big fans of them. Hopefully they start getting the recognition they deserve. Keith Ellison, he was supposed to be DNC chair. Of course, they brought in Tom Perez. I know, again, we're not a political podcast, but we know a lot about politics, so maybe we do. Maybe we are getting that way. But anyway, let's get down to Oscar's last 2 topics. lead us away with TikTok spying on our Android phones and Putin thinking that he has a COVID freaking cure. Does he really? Go for it.
So yeah, we've already heard about how TikTok's facing the ban due to concerns of potential Chinese spying. And right now, the Wall Street Journal just reported that on every Android phone that we all currently have, whether it's Samsung, Google, they basically have had access to the MAC addresses and have found a loophole in the last 15 months, which basically means all that data on, that has been on TikTok, they all have it, and it's a big concern for the market. And hey, I remember I got TikTok just because I'm trying to spy on my kids. But
so the same thing that you're complaining about China.
Yeah.
But you remember this. Yeah, but remember this though.
Ping over here, like what?
Yeah, but remember this. This is what I tell them all the time. As long as I'm paying the bills, I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Oh my God, that's what Obama said to Snowden.
So yeah, man, so if you have TikTok on your phone, I remember Jose trying to go TikTok famous.
He was?
Yeah, it was really entertaining.
Shoulders?
Yes.
How did I not know he did TikTok? Oh, shit. Shoulders, by the way, he was on our basketball team, and he had like fucking football pad fucking shoulders, and like it would literally like bring down his body. He'd be like, "Yo, what up, yo?"
His neck would disappear.
He's a man, and he's mad funny. He's fucking hilarious. Keep going.
Yeah, so if you have TikTok on there, just double think about that, because right now they're still in a 45-day term right now for Microsoft to actually buy them. Who knows if it's gonna happen? I really don't care.
That's gonna happen.
We'll see.
Do you remember Grindr was forced to sell years ago? Same shit. The U.S. they call it national interests, and they're able to get away with it. We talked about it with 5G. They stepped in with Qualcomm, the sale of the the technology for 5G, which again, sometimes you got to be bullish. Sometimes you got to break the rules in order to be globally competitive. And that's what we're going through right now. Is it right what they're doing with TikTok? What they did with Grindr, the gay GPS dating app? No, it's not. But the U.S. never plays fair. And we're sitting right in the privilege of it, the benefits of it. So there's nothing really you can complain about from it. So tell us about, like I said, Putin and his cure for cancer. No, I'm joking. His cure for communism? No, his cure for COVID.
So they reported last week, Friday, that Russia has a vaccine for COVID, but there's certain steps you have to go through with human trials, and we don't know, obviously, because it's in Russia, so we don't know if they have. Dr. Fauci says if they do have one, it should be safe and effective. But this is actually his quote. He says, "I do not believe that there will be vaccines so far ahead that we will have to depend on other countries to get vaccines." Brazil,
I didn't know that. I thought we were ahead on that one, actually.
Brazil is going through a really hard time right now with COVID, especially.
Yeah, Bolsonaro's a jerk, and he caught it.
Yeah, so they're actually already said we're not depending on Russia for a cure right now. So, it's crazy. How could they have a cure so fast? Just in Oxford University already, they're talking about not even just going through human trials, but they're in the early stages of it. So who knows what's going to happen?
Yeah, I think they're in like phase 2 or 3 for.
That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
and U.S. as well. I'm hearing that we're in phase 2 and 3, and that there's two major vaccines that they're testing right now, and they haven't even gotten the data for it yet. But it's very, very promising. And from what I heard, I listen to news podcasts every morning. Google News, love it. And they were saying that before we wrap up, my bad. They were saying that it was developing here, basically. Sorry, I don't want to go too off a tangent. By the way, a little bit off tangent. I was swiping on Hinge. Hinge is like my favorite dating app now. And the person that I freaking matched with, she is related to Dr. Fauci.
What?
Oh shit! I'm about to mac that real hard so I can get the cure first.
Right.
Vaccine. Guys, you need a vaccine? I'm gonna pipe that. I'm gonna take one for the team.
That's funny.
Anyway, no, I'm joking. Am I? I don't know.
You're not.
What the fuck did I hear?
All right, guys. WAP. That wet-ass motherfucking pasta. No, that wet-ass motherfucking pussy. CeeLo Green's dumbass. Larry Johnson's dumbass. A lot of men dumbasses. And I didn't even get to say this last time, but how much percent do you think women are in Congress?
40.
Nice. And that is a record high. Yes, Harry.
Wow.
Ding, ding, ding.
Oh,
You got it on
shit.
the first try. Yes.
That's crazy.
And how many do you think they run the world, actually? What is their percentage?
10.
Like in civilization? No.
I don't know.
51%. They outnumber us. And that biologically that should happen because they're women. They need to bear us. They need to be able to reproduce us. So there should be more of them. So anyway, and there should be more of Meg Thee Stallion, and there should be more of Cardi B. The world will be a much better place. Be a lot
more titties,
even the
too.
Ben Shapiro remix is awesome. You know, right? Ben Shapiro. I should have said him first. That little fucking misogynist, like fucking pig. Anyway, CeeLo Green. Great song. I'm gonna figure out how to get music back on here without getting in trouble with losing like YouTube license, blah blah blah. Because that was a fun aspect of our show, and especially with these type of songs. Ben Shapiro, like I said, tried to read it out loud, and he thinks he's like a music theorist because his father was in classical music and shit like that. He's a cunt. Then you have, like I said, Larry Johnson, a former Chiefs running back. He goes off on all the time. He's like the Azalea Banks of fucking like the NFL. Like he has like all these conspiracy theories. Like he has like a flat earth like sitting in his fucking living room somewhere. And then to cap it off before we get into MGK, or actually, and your opinions on it as well. And I love the video. The video is great. Not their best song, both of them, but definitely one of the best songs of the year, and definitely a really good remix to that beat. There's some hoes in this house. There's some hoes in this house. And Meg Thee Stallion with her Swiss cheese foot. I'm glad she made it out there with her fine ass and those tigers and shit. And then last but not least, CeeLo Green. This motherfucker raped somebody on ecstasy, and then he has the fucking nerve to go everywhere and be like, well, there's a time and there's a place to be sexual, and I understand like liberation and blah blah blah. Motherfucker, you were on the Dungeon Family with freaking Stankonia Outcasts, cursing up a storm all the time. Gnarls Barkley, you know how much sexual shit you were talking about that? And great albums, by the way. Hypocritical. My bad. I was long-winded on that, but I need to know what you think, guys.
Nah, I agree. It's like, the slob on my knob. There's a song called I Like Big Butts. There's a song, literally a song called Ass. And the words are ass, 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 ass. Can we get in?
Big Sean.
Right?
Big Sean.
Do I get in trouble for just repeating the same word over again from the song? And licensing issues?
Don't be saying the N-word, Harry. This is not a segue for you.
I'll just point to you, Vince. I'll just point to you. That's it. Every time I feel it.
Whenever I think of the N-word, I'm going to point to Vince.
Yeah. No. So you can say it.
And hey, men have been doing it for years, and the fact that women are doing it better.
Ecstasy pills, Rick Ross. Yeah, you're right. They always do that.
Yeah, exactly. So men have been doing it for years. They've been rapping about women for years. They've been exploiting them in music videos. So what the fuck? And
it's not just rap, Motley Crue, all types of genres.
Rock and roll.
Sweet Caroline, that's about a fucking pubescent girl and shit like that. Fucking nasty ass.
Yeah,
pour some sugar on me. What are you talking about?
Yes.
There's songs about cocaine. Like, the fuck?
Eric Clapton, it's called cocaine.
Exactly. So these men need to get over it. This is a fucking hit. It's amazing. Men are gonna do stupid things. Safari put out a fucking stupid remix.
And his dick is all over the internet. It's fucking huge, 10-foot penis is all over the internet, and he has the nerve. So if you had a dick that big, I would have the nerve.
Yeah, so, all the power to them. They made a great song, and let them keep going, And this was supposed to be, this is something that was already known that it was coming out, and whether it was going to be an industry hit or it wasn't going to fail, because, sometimes they grab two major artists from the same label, and they try to put them together, and sometimes it fails. But this one actually worked, so why not?
Yeah, Hot Girl Summer last year with Nicki Minaj was a really good hit. And to be honest, I think the song's a little better. And obviously Nicki Minaj is a better rapper than even both of them, to be honest. And he called out Nicki Minaj too, the little prick, freaking CeeLo Green. Like, dude, Southside Jamaica Queens, don't be coming at our queens like that. Queen Radio, motherfucker.
Let's go.
Anyway, exactly.
I'm not even in from Jamaica.
Southside, know that. No, I'm joking. Don't make me go hood on you guys. Anyway, let's get into. We have a long list, so let's get the fuck out of here. Let's Harry lead us out with "Concert for Aliens" by MGK and Travis Barker. What do you think about that song?
So I think it's funny how even though Travis Barker does nothing but play the drum, he's always a featured on no matter what song he's playing. Yeah, like this song is very it's very Blink 182 ish. Like MGK is taking that 90s, like late 90s, early 2000s, punk rock and updating it. Keep it relevant.
They're not like the godfathers of the tour that used to Warp, but they're definitely one of the architects of it. So
they are definitely alum.
And they still and the sound is still popular.
Oh,
so
hell yeah!
Barker doesn't need to really change that much.
No, but his drumming is phenomenal, like always. And I feel like this new direction MGK is going, where he's going in more punk rock. I feel like is a bit. I like his punk rock songs a lot more than his rap, but I love his rap music. It's still dope. But
That's
Rap
right.
God, fuck that. I mean, Rap Devil, that turned me off for a second. That turned me off for a second.
On the show, of course, he's a special guest every week.
Right? He's the reason why white people get into other rap. He's the good
Oh yeah, no,
right?
Eminem
I can't rap to a lot of these songs because of the N word. So Eminem is a good, I can sing along to his music,
Well, Machine Gun Kelly, I do like his rap, but I like his taste in pussy much better, so it's all good.
He does have a very eclectic spectrum of women he's been with.
Oh yeah, go Megan Fox. Go Megan Fox. Sorry, David Allison Green. Go cry somewhere else.
You fucked that up.
Go cry at another Beverly Hills residence.
Wow.
Right? Cry me a motherfucking Transformers river. Anyway, so did you listen to that song, Oscar? Do you like MGK or are you so team Eminem?
No. You know what?
Like MGK.
I did listen to the song, and you are right, Harry. In the direction that he's actually taking it, instead of going from rap to punk rock like this is actually working out for him, and he's probably getting bigger streaming numbers because of that. I mean, he's
Travis Barker alone.
Exactly. So you get Travis Barker on there, you're gonna stream more. So he's probably found the formula to it, and now Megan Fox telling him, "Hey, do this, do that."
Plus, he was in the Motley Crue movie too.
Fuck me harder.
So it's working for him. Let him keep going, and hopefully he keeps putting out this type of content.
You're right, man. He's been on a roll, man. Whoever is his business manager or his talent manager, they're doing a really good job. He was in Bird Box. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Bird Box. The rap battle with Eminem. Whoever you thought lost, they both gained a lot of profile from that.
He's also in Project Power, MGK.
I did not know that. We'll get to that very soon. Very soon. And we like MGK. We love Eminem. We love all these artists. Even when they battle each other, that's part of rap. We love that part. So keep doing it.
And I'm pretty sure Eminem fucked Megan Fox too.
All right.
She was in one of his music videos. You never know.
Right? He needs to give the same opportunity to give lip dick that he gave Mariah to anybody else. Everybody needs that opportunity.
Right.
All right. Let's move on.
Oh, come on.
What the fuck did I play?
And we're bringing it back, guys. We're bringing it back. We didn't really have much to say. That's our fault, actually. There's video news every week, so let's get that. We'll get that for you. We'll improve on that. So who's starting that off? We have real quick, Last of Us Part 2. A lot of us didn't play that and finish that. I did. I love the franchise. It's amazing. They're gonna have Permadeath, and it's not the first time it's happened, but it's a major publisher. It's probably the biggest game next to Ghost of Tsushima. They're both hand in hand the biggest games of the year. And the reason why it's a really big deal is because the story arc, even if you played part 1, is a big part of the game. The story angle, the storyline, huge. So in this one, if someone dies right in the beginning, middle, wherever, affects the whole game. So shout out to The Last of Us, Naughty Dog. Love that series. Oscar's playing the first one. He needs to tell me how he loved the ending of the first one. And it's just so amazing. Let's get on to something we all love, Def Jam Reboot. And we're a big fan of the Joe Budden podcast. Harry did not know that Joe Budden was in the... I don't know how you didn't know that with his fucking lugs and shit.
I didn't know Joe Budden existed until that whole Quavo thing. Literally, I didn't know who he was. To that Bad and Bougie thing? Yeah, I didn't know... I didn't know who Joe...
I did not know Pump It Up.
I just Joe Budden never stuck in my brain.
Oh wow, we're on fire. Oh man, okay.
He was on Complex.
So those that don't know, Def Jam was a game in the 90s. If you were under a rock somewhere, if you were, just drowning somewhere, who knows? I don't know what the fuck you were doing. But that was a great game. I think EA was involved with it. It was kind of like NBA Streets and shit like that, the same like vibe and shit. And it was your favorite rappers from the Def Jam. Usually, I think sometimes they were not part of the Def Jam variety. The record label, the record label of the 90s and the 2000s, very popular. Still kind of popular now. So they're rebooting the game. They're bringing the classic legends. And I saw Snoop Dogg. He's not on Def Jam. He never has been. He was on Death Row and Priority Records and shit like that. But yeah, what do you think? You guys like that?
Hell yeah.
Like that?
I'm excited for this game. It's like Smash Brothers, but with rappers. That's basically what it is.
That's a good comparison.
Like they're gonna definitely have DLC. You're gonna have to buy rappers too. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, like an all-star.
Yeah.
Like an all-star. Oh, Oscar doesn't have anything to say.
My bad. My headphones. Gosh.
My new dope ass mic, the Rode mic. Sorry.
I'm excited for this game. I've never been a big fan of fighting games because I get my ass kicked. I'm a button smasher when it comes to those games.
That's a strategy.
Yeah,
and it is. And he's a button smasher in the bedroom too. Let's see if this works. Maybe my friend, it'll come into a combo.
A combo breaker.
Whatever works, man.
Whatever works.
And yeah, so I'm excited for this game. I'm excited to see it. Hopefully it's on the new consoles that are coming out this fall. They're probably going to be on all consoles, but it should be something fun, something to look forward to.
Totally agree. Okay, so let's go into Marvel first, and then Oscar could take us away with Fortnite. How do you feel about this game has been out for a little while, but it actually gets a lot of updates, and I actually got a major update recently. Tell us about it. Well, you don't have to tell us about the update if you don't know about it.
So I don't. But, I'm still like in the middle of the game. Like I'm still progressing. So there's originally two, Marvel Ultimate Alliances for Xbox 360 and like PlayStation 3, which I fell in love with those games. But this game is like they kind of like cartoonified a little bit of the characters. Like the other ones, like in the other games, they seem more real. This one they seem like a little more cartoonish, but it's still a fun game. What else? And they're kind of banking off the whole like Infinity War type shit. Where like Thanos is the main bad guy in this, and it starts off with Guardians of the Galaxy. So like it kind of doesn't fit within the timeline of the first two. I feel like, but I'm not really like entirly sure.
Yeah, well, I remember to come out of the Avengers game. My bad, go ahead.
Yeah, so I actually have this game, Harry, and I've been playing it, and this game was released just during those two movies, and they're like, hey, let's put this game out.
It's for the Switch only. Just so you all know, it's for the Switch only.
Yeah, it's going to
Switch
sell
exclusive.
And it's co-op also, so you can play 2 players, which is great.
I think you can play up to 4. Like the previous games, you were able to play up to like 4 if you had that that multi thing, the multi-tab. I remember that. Yeah. That's fucking throwback right there.
And those Capcom style games, those fighting mixed with cartoon 2D games, they don't do that well with PlayStation and Xbox. So that makes sense that they went exclusive with Nintendo Switch. And it also makes sense with the timeline because they've been postponing that Avengers game for years.
Yeah.
4 years through the Age of Ultron, all that shit. So they probably were like, hey, we got to include the MCU storyline somewhere. This is our most popular game.
It took over 10 years to make the third Ultimate Alliance. Like, it was so long between games.
I never played it, but I know it's a quality game. I've seen it in magazines everywhere. I know a lot of people play it. Good job, guys. Good topic. Fortnite, tell us, and we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, so Fortnite right now is not on the Apple Store. It's not on the Samsung, the Play Store, and it's also not on the Galaxy Store, which is for Samsung phones.
Epic is playing with our emotions.
Yeah, so they're actually Epic Games is actually suing Apple and Samsung, Google right now because of that. So they take a 30% claim off every transaction in that game, and as you know, this game it's a free game and it lives off its skins, whatever you can buy on that store. Like me, I've been waiting for the Batman skin to come back in. I just bought it yesterday. And this is something that me and Vince talked about during the week. And I believe, they have to, Epic Games has to pay. Epic Game has to pay Apple a certain percentage and the Google Play Store just to be on there. And now they want to take transactions off of them. So what happened this week was that Epic Games found a way around it. And they were like, hey, look, you don't have to send this payment to Apple. You can send it to us for $2 less. And it's a big deal. What do you think, Vince?
Epic needs to make their own platform if they want to do that type of shit. Apple is the most profitable and most valuable company in the galaxy, not just the world.
No
in the
pun
galaxy.
intended, even though they don't have Galaxy.
Right? But if they did, they would be.
Right.
If another alien just popped by, they would probably have an iPhone. And they're like, right? This technology is just so cool, guys. Oh, you have it too, Earth? Oh, my bad. Tim Cook, fuck you. But anyway.
When you actually start playing the game after this actually occurred, what Epic Games did was actually something incredible. They took Apple's advertisement from the 1984 where they were going up against Microsoft. So when I turned it on the other day, I'm like, oh, no way, they didn't. And
there was an apple with like a worm coming out of it too.
Yeah,
that's funny that Epic Games thinks that they're Microsoft. Epic. My opinion on this is Epic Games is going to lose. It's nice that they picked a fight with Apple. That's cool, but Apple's won against the FBI. Apple has won against heavier hitters, and the Google Play Store, the Apple Store, the Samsung Store. All of these take a lot of money, a lot of developers, a lot of coders, all that good stuff. So if Epic wants to start funding that, they should, because the microtransactions that they tried to pull up on the side, that's cool. I agree. And I do agree with you too, that it is greedy what Apple's doing, but they put in the work to make that store. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they have it, and it's a very popular store. So Tim Cook has the advantage. He has the leverage. So they'll fight. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they will win, but I don't think so. So let's wrap it up, and let's get on to what the fuck we watched. What the fuck did we watch?
Gotcha, bitch.
What the fuck did I watch? Working Moms, Canadians on Netflix. The wife of Oscar Osamalo. She watches Working. She watches. Whoa. No conspiracies out there, right there with the right wing. Michelle Obama's a tranny, and we didn't even talk about like Kamala Harris with the fucking fake birther movement again. Bullshit. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But Working Moms, really good show. Catherine Reinhardt, I think. Riemann. I forgot her last name, but she was on. She made a lot of cameos on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And I always had a problem with her because her lip was always like this. And like she would always like talk like
she played the stalker.
Yes, something Palladino or something like that. And it was what's his name? Reynolds, Dennis Reynolds, old high school fling. Yeah. And she had like a snaggle tooth or like a dead tooth or something like that. She had really funky breath. So I'm pretty sure all that turned me off to her. But then she comes out. She created a show that from Canada, like I said, her home country. Really, really, really funny. They all go to this mothers group, new mothers group, so that they can get their kids into this really prestigious school. It's not really that focused on that part, but they do that, and it's really hilarious. A lot of breastfeeding. As a matter of fact, they open the show with all of them showing their titties, like just being like comparing their tits. Very funny. And they're on their 4th season. I'm on season 2. Really awesome show. Let's get into a new show on Netflix, The 7 Deadly Sins.
So it's not a new show. New season came out, season 4.
Thank you.
New season. Basically, we're just learning more about this war that happened 3,000 years ago in their little universe. You know, it's a lot of magic involved, a lot of knights with shining armor. You know, they kind of play on like a lot of religious things. There's a group called the 10 Commandments. You know, 4 archangels. Yeah, and it's a dope show. There are fight scenes. There's no blood in there, and it's all white, which kind of looks weird when it comes out of their mouth. So, it's just, you know, they want to keep the rating. Just it's a warning because, you know, they got to keep a certain rating. To, you know,
Reminds me of Sin City. They did the same thing basically with those movies with the blood.
That was more of a stylistic choice.
Fucking classic. Love Sin City.
That was more of a stylistic choice, but it's a good show. I recommend watching it.
Oh yeah, nice.
There's a movie that goes like within that universe, so it's like 4 seasons in a movie right now.
Nice.
All right, that's a good recommendation. Let's get into a new. I think this is a new movie, unless somebody corrects me on that too. Project Power on Netflix.
Yes,
it is new.
Out Friday.
Jamie Foxx is in it. Fucking love that movie.
It's I did not see it yet.
It's like Equalizer meets superheroes, kind of. Yeah. So like, Jamie Foxx is on hunt to find his daughter because she has this blood because they have these pills where you get superpowers that last for like 5 minutes, and so they kidnapped Jamie Foxx's daughter, who he was, you know, like an
Sounds very
experiment.
similar. It sounds very similar to another.
Yeah,
movie.
it's basically Limitless. Also,
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, that's very similar.
Yeah,
The
where
one
everyone
with
gets their own powers. Yeah.
yeah. So this one is for 5 minutes. I don't want to spoil the movie. It's actually pretty exciting. It's one of those great action movies, and you combine two movies where it's a world of Taken, and then you give them that pill. And it's a pretty dope movie, and Jamie Foxx kills it.
I will see it.
Jamie Foxx needs more lead roles.
Yes, he does,
Or
Harry.
he needs more. Well, not that I want to take lead roles from him, but I think he's doing just fine.
He's actually
I'm talking about like these action movies. Like he's definitely like
yeah, but he could play in so many different things.
Yeah.
Like just using him for action would be a travesty.
Because we've known he's good at doing these lead roles where he's depicting certain people, but right now he's actually working on doing the Mike Tyson where he's up to 205 pounds, and this dude is
that's a great role for him because he does a really good impression, and he actually could transform to look like that. I could definitely, and he takes it so seriously. He's a great That's he's a victim of his own success. That's why I said the action thing. You're right. He can live off of action movies right now. He's that good. And he can live off just being an R&B singer. He can live off being just a comedian. But he is what Nick Cannon should be.
Yeah.
What he could have been.
Right. Nick Cannon's moderately good at everything. Freaking Jamie Foxx excels at everything.
That's true.
Nick Cannon is the Wish version of Jamie Foxx.
Right. Brand X. Regis Philbin died a couple weeks ago, and rest in peace to him. I like to recognize him because I love broadcasting. I'm a big part of that. I love to be on camera, all that shit. So Regis Philbin is one of my heroes from the Bronx. Kelly Ripa didn't even get to go to his funeral because I heard that they never just liked each other. He didn't dislike her, but we're practicing this right now on the show. Sometimes we don't talk about things until we get on the show because sometimes we want to save that magic. We want to bottle that magic. And a lot of that came from Regis Philbin. And the reason why I mention that is because Kelly Ripa took that personally. Kathy Lee Gifford, which we all thought was more of a bitch, but I guess she was more professional. So she took that in stride, and they actually had a personal relationship. And Regis said that. Regis was like, we just didn't have a personal relationship. And Michael Strahan left the show abruptly because they had a bad relationship. So I guess that's the reason why we brought that up, because we like to gossip on Kelly Ripa. Anyway, Summer Redstone, we'll say that real quick, too. He is the founder of Viacom CBS. He's a legend. He also was in a lot of controversies. We don't have enough time for that. Look it the fuck up if you want that. So then we have Oscar watched on video on demand, The Tax Collector. Tell us about the Shia LaBeouf movie, homie.
Well, I'll tell you this. This is one of the reasons I don't pay for movies. Save your money. This has every known Spanish actor or actress that you've probably seen in the past 25 years. You have George Lopez. The big controversy with this movie that I did not like was that you have Shia LaBeouf very confused. He starts off playing this. He's not the lead character. He starts off playing this character with a Mexican accent. So it's very weird. It's very weird how it disappears right throughout the middle of the movie. He actually got a tattoo of his character, the Creeper, on his stomach. And it's weird that he went out.
His entire torso.
Yeah, which is weird that he actually got to do this because it's not. He didn't need to do this. Now, we all know he has a couple of screws loose up in the head. And
he's amazing. It works out because he's a really good actor.
He's great.
Very quality actor.
For the role, he tries his best. This is one of the things we also talked about. This role should not have gone to him. This should have gone to a Spanish actor because you cannot pull that off. Don't try to pull it off and have it disappear halfway through the movie either.
Well, that's contradictory to what I read in the article, which that doesn't make me a friggin' expert on this. You actually watched the movie, so your opinion probably weighs more. But the article that I read with the screenwriter, he said that was the character, that Shia LaBeouf was not supposed to be Spanish. He was supposed to be a white guy confused. That was someone that grew up in the Spanish area. And so that's why his accent's not going to be that good to begin with. That's probably why it wanes. He probably goes back and forth. He probably has a different mask for his white family and the people that he likes to impress. We've seen that all the time. Bullethead and fucking Steve Harvey.
Yeah. It could also be character development too. Character development. He could his character changes throughout the movie, so therefore his accent changes.
See that, but that's the thing. I believe David Ayers, who directed this movie, he's directed so many movies where he introduces. He's basically one of those directors that's in love with the Cholo personality. He loves this. He's done it so many times, and it's okay, dude, how many times are you going to do this? You haven't gotten it right the first time. Even in Suicide Squad, where he had one of the when Jay Hernandez as one of the Cholo characters. Yeah, he finally got Jay Hernandez, a Mexican descent, to do something, and he did a great job. But, enough is enough. And hey, shout out to Hector, who's in this movie doing one of those roles. He's in every...
His name's not really Hector.
No, I know. Hector from Fast and Furious, where people know. His real name is Noel Googly, but he's in everything, All
right, let us know real quick about Yusuf Hawkins, Storm Over Brooklyn on HBO Max. Please keep that brief.
Yeah, so this is actually a really good documentary. This is actually a real-life story that happened in 1989 where Yusuf Hawkins and his friends went to Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, to buy a car, and he wound up getting shot by a group of 40 to 30 kids. It was one of the most heartbreaking.
Damn.
It's one of the most heartbreaking kids. The mob.
Not joking. You can look at it on Wikipedia, I guess.
Yeah. The mob is involved. It's a really great thing to watch. It's we're still dealing with racism today, and this is really educational, and it honestly brought me to tears because of what the result is, and it's just something you should watch. I recommend it to everybody. It's on HBO Max, so go out there and find it.
Okay, Oscar, that's a breach in your contract. There's only dry eyes on this show. Only dry eyes on this show. You better get some fucking clear eyes for that shit.
Clear eye for the dry eye.
Right? And we're going to ban Oscar from talking about docs because he fucking tells the whole shit. Not
right? I mean, if it's based on
watch it anymore. I don't need to watch that doc anymore.
It's a real life story.
If it's based on a true story and you don't know about it, spoilers are like, null and void.
I'm messing with you. You didn't really spoil it. It's okay. Right. So tell us, get us out. Oh, actually, I can talk about it too. Fresh Prince reboot. It's serious. It's serious. I don't know. Tell me after I give the segue who the director is, because he actually made like a mock, not a mock. That's like saying that you made fun of it. But no, he took a serious take, a dramatic take on the Will, and made it into a trailer. And so Will Smith in, I think his West
Philadelphia.
No. What's their production studio called? It's called something. It's like with W. Anyway, Westgate or something like that. They were very impressed by it. And so they took the production reins from it in their production studio, Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith. They also co-collaborate with her brother, his brother-in-law, and they do a lot of projects together. The Karate Kid, a very awesome show. As a matter of fact, it probably will go to Netflix because they have already shot shows to Netflix. I'm actually rooting for it to be on HBO Max because they are already part of the Warner family. They're also shopping it everywhere. They're shopping at Amazon. That's how good the product is. That's how good the idea, at least the concept, to make the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, the West Philadelphia story, bringing it to Bel-Air in California with his uncle and his Aunt Viv. Obviously, they'll have different people playing those in a modern day Beverly Hills or Bel-Air. Very awesome concept. Very cool. We were intrigued by the fucking trailer, and we're even more intrigued that there's a bidding war. There's a bidding war. It's coming out. There's no way that this show is not going to run, even if it's not successful. Like I said, they have created a bidding war for this, so this show is definitely going to come out. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air dramatic series. Tell us your thoughts, guys.
I'm excited. I always watched. I mean, I never watched the Fresh Prince as it aired, but I remember, in high school and stuff, they always played like every episode every day. So I eventually, pretty much watched the entire series on, TV at 7 in the morning.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. Go ahead.
And I'm saying, you go. That's cool.
All right. So, I have mixed emotions about this because I did see the trailer, and it's about drama.
Hot take.
We do know that the original French.
Good. That was a good sound effect. Right? I don't even need a sound effect. That was good.
It really was. This was, Fresh Prince was a comedy, so now they're taking a dramatic part of this. But in the original Fresh Prince, we always had drama in this show. So even though it was a sitcom, this was a show that lived in the 90s with our average black sitcoms, whether it was Martin, A Different World, the Jamie Foxx show, or what are they going to do? Reinvent the Carlton dance? Like, there's certain things I just...
No, they won't do that.
Exactly. So, I am looking...
Carlton's probably going to be gay. They're probably going to twist it up. Right?
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing...
She's probably going to have a drug addict. Maybe she's probably going to have a drug addiction.
She's going to have a sugar daddy is what she's going to have.
Yeah, I am looking forward to seeing what the hell they're going to do. It's weird, I don't know. I just have mixed emotions of this. Certain shows I feel should not be rebranded or rebooted. What's next? Martin,
They are. They're rebooting Martin.
Listen, they just want to keep things relevant.
They are. He's gonna be on it. The whole cast is coming back. The whole cast is coming back. They're rebooting that. They're doing like what Will and Grace did and stuff. Why, dude? You know that Hollywood's copycat. You know that they're afraid to like invest in new ideas. It happens, but very rarely. So
that Lady Gaga movie. You know how many versions of that with what's his name?
Oh yeah,
There's like Stars Born. There's like 10 different versions.
Right, and there's like 12 different American Horror Stories.
Yeah.
Like, are we shocked? Are we shocked? We're not that shocked. So we love it.
Fucker riding a pussy.
What the fuck did I say?
We love it so much that we make fun of memes that say and relate to us. I look at these memes sometimes and I go, damn, I feel attacked. Right? It could be like about people killing teddy bears. I'd be like, damn, I feel like that meme was about me. It could be about kicking old people down the stairs. I'd be like, damn, I did that once.
If the shoe fits, right? If the shoe fits.
Yeah, right. But that's another episode, Harry. Don't be leaking that type of shit, man. Don't be going Eric Snowden on us. By the way, Trump is considering
from the future.
Right? Trump is considering pardoning that motherfucker from Russia. Not to say I like him, by the way. I even like the documentary from The Guardian and the movie with Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Shout out to him. He's actually a really good actor. And shout out to Eric Snowden. Like I said, people call him a snitch. He's a great snitch. The Prism. And I'm a big Obama fan. That motherfucker was spying on us. The NSA, and they called him out. Eric Holder. Even at the end in 2016, Eric Holder said he's a patriot. You know what I'm saying? I had to press charges on him because he broke the law. And Obama even said, too, I can't consider pardoning him, which I get it because he's a lawyer. You have to take it for what it means. Like, he's a lawyer. He has to say those type of things. So he was like, I can't consider pardoning him if he keeps running from the law. And so technically he's right. How are you going to process that motherfucker? But like, if you're Eric Snowden, how do you trust the U.S., who is already spying on us? And he's trying to get whistleblowers in trouble. So anyway, that's not what this is about. There might be a meme out there about Russia or something like that, and Eric Snowden goes, wow, I feel fucking attacked. Is there a meme out there, guys? How do you like Oscar? More Gen Z with your daughter and shit like that. Who knows? Let's hear your take.
I've seen this a lot. I've actually seen it in in conversations. All those Facebook groups. I actually started quitting these things because
shit,
I don't want to see it anymore.
I can't take it. Enough is enough.
It's too real.
I don't want to see it because once you start looking at these things, you go down the rabbit hole. So I mean, like, you know what? I don't have to subscribe to this shit.
Well, the rabbit hole memes are the best. You just gotta keep digging. You keep finding better ones. The digger you deep.
The only thing better is the glory hole. Oops. Anything but the holy hole. That's our working moms. Anything but the holy hole.
Yeah, but you have you got a lot of people who are too sensitive, and then they start saying, "I feel attacked." Like, come on, what the fuck?
People have gotten.
I wasn't even talking about them. I was just talking about like funny people. But you're right, they're assholes. Like, I bet you think this song is about you, Diane King. So, Harry, you look like you had something to say, or you just like really?
Forgot it.
Oh, he's just really stoned.
No, I'm like half asleep.
I know. And shout out. Yeah, we're all kind of sleepy. We tried to get a guest. We're not gonna blow that motherfucker up because he's entertaining, and we want to get him as a guest later. So whatever. But Harry, his beautiful fotch is good enough for us. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're actually, this is a pretty long episode for us, to be honest. But it's cool. It's cool. It's very entertaining, guys. You guys did very well. So let's wrap up one thing. Blackfishing, a little entertainment based. I bet Rachel Dozell felt attacked on that one. She's like, "There's another one trying to be black like me. Stop it."
Permanently victimized.
Exactly. Stop it. Right, white chicks and shit. So anyway, Rita Ora. I don't really listen to her music that often. She's pretty good, and she's really hot. And I was actually asleep at the wheel. I did not know that she was appropriating like that. I was today years old when I found that out. I was today years old, not today years old, maybe like a year before that I learned about Ariana Grande. I thought she was Spanish as well. I didn't know she was a full-born Italian American. That pretty much covers the people trying to be black. Maybe like Kylie Jenner. Shout out to her on the WAP video and shit like that, showing
special
that
cameo.
Right, she was looking good though. I don't know, I wasn't mad at it.
Her surgeon was good.
Right, and whoever is mad about wet ass pussy is not getting any wet ass pussy. They're getting a DAP. They're getting dry ass pussy. Go ahead, guys.
Or what?
No, and it's true, Vince. We've seen this happen too many times. I remember when I first found out Ariana Grande was Italian and she wasn't Spanish. It's like, What the hell?
Grande is also Italian word for large. It's not just a Spanish word.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's our what the fuck did I gringo section.
We've been to Starbucks enough times.
Right?
Eric just turned on the SAP button for us. Thank you, appreciate it. But yes, so let's wrap it up. You can catch us on SoundCloud. You can catch us on Spotify. You can catch us on YouTube, of course. That's where we have gone over 100 subscribers. You can catch us on Apple Podcasts. You can get us on Google Podcasts. You can also follow Pokemon Stoner on Instagram, Osamalo_art. Check out his dope-ass artwork. Check out his varsity jacket from Teen Wolf. Oh, my bad. Is it Teen Wolf or Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Oh, no. It's Ash motherfucking Ketchum. Just as nerdy. Just as nerdy.
Name drop.
We're on Twitter, Keep Up NY. We're also on Twitch, Keep Up NYC. We're also anywhere you type in Still Insane, you can get him on Twitter. You can get him on Instagram. Same thing with Osamalo. The name is pretty synonymous with him online for his presence. If you want to stalk Harry, he has another name, but we're not going to tell you. We told it a bunch of times. So if you didn't, look it the fuck up. But he is the Pokemon Stoner again. Again, we got John, Thundercat.ttv with a K. You should check out his YouTube channel. Please check out his YouTube channel. He was on the shout out. Nalunda as well, his girlfriend. They're partners in content creation. They're very serious about it. And it shows. They're getting great views. They're getting great content out there. We love it. We subscribe. We like. You should do that for us as well. And then, are we missing anybody? Like I said, Neil Tribo, go listen to his trance music on SoundCloud. Go fix your computer and as context. I think that's it. So you better listen up. You better shut the fuck up.
Listen up.
And keep up.
With Oslamalo.
And Still Insane. Over and out, homies.
That was awesome.